I will begin with a muscular strength assessment, which can be determined via a 1 repetition maximum protocol. A 1RM can be defined as the greatest resistance that can be moved through a full range of motion in a controlled manner. Prior to the assessment, the subject should begin with a 5 to 10 minute warm-up, such as a light walk on the treadmill, then continue with a specific warm-up. This consists of several submaximal repetitions in accordance to the assigned 1RM test. After the specific warm-up, the initial resistance should be loaded onto the bar. The initial resistance should fall somewhere within 50 to 70% of the subject's perceived capacity. Then resistance should be increased by 2.5 to 20 kilograms. It is important to keep in mind that all repetitions be executed with a full range of motion and the same bar speed. If the last step was successfully completed, the resistance should once again be progressively increased by 2.5 to 20 kilograms. For this last step, the resistance should be progressively increased by 2.5 to 20 kilograms once again. 1RM should be obtained here. It is important to remember that 1RM should be determined within 4 trials, and a rest period of 3 to 5 minutes should be given in between each trial. After obtaining a 1RM, the strength to weight ratio can be determined. This is done by dividing the weight pushed in pounds divided by the body weight in pounds. I will use myself as an example. If I were to push 205 pounds and divided it by my weight of 140 pounds, my bench press weight ratio would be that of 1.46. Up next, I will go over muscular endurance assessments. Muscular endurance can be defined as the ability of a muscle group to execute repeated muscle actions over a period of time. Muscular endurance can be determined by either a standard or modified push-up assessment. The objective is to perform as many push-ups without rest. The subject should excel when pushing off from the floor. The hands must be pointing forward and right under the shoulders. The back must be straight and the head must be up. The elbow should be fully extended during the up position, and the chin must touch the mat during the down position. The maximum number of push-ups performed consecutively without rest is counted as a score, and the test is stopped or terminated when the client strains forcibly or is unable to maintain the appropriate technique within 2 repetitions. For the standard push-up assessment, the toes are used as the pivotal point. This assessment is most appropriate for relatively healthy and active individuals. For the modified push-up assessment, the knees are used as the pivotal point. This assessment is most appropriate for sedentary or deconditioned individuals. The reps to fatigue alternative determines anaerobic endurance. Anaerobic endurance is related to a person's ability to perform successful muscular contractions with a heavy near maximal load for a relatively short period of time. This alternative is appropriate for sedentary individuals, adolescents, or older populations, and it is done by completing 2 to 10 repetitions of 75% of your perceived maximal load, successfully with a full range of motion, unassisted, and proper technique. This will give us an estimate to predict a 1RM based on the results of the rest to fatigue test. The equation is done as followed. You first take the weight lifted, divided by 1.0278, and subtract by 0.0278, and you multiply by x. X represents the amount of reps performed during the reps to fatigue test. The bottom portion of this slide explains the difference between submaximal and maximal. Also, when is it appropriate to choose a submaximal over maximal protocol, and the maximum number of repetitions allowed during a submaximal protocol.